I am Alan Beaversdorf, a third-year apprentice here at Bassett Mechanical. HVAC, sheet metal manufacturing, and they do a lot of variety here. I mean, we have from sheet metal to plumbing to pipe fitters. HVAC stands for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. It's construction with metal. So I mean, everything you're building is basically with metal instead of building it out of wood. So it's kind of, a hands-on job of fabricating, cutting pieces of metal down, sculpting them, welding them together, and do a lot of fabrication, small fabrication work for different companies. We do a lot of HVAC work, going out to commercial properties and installing or taking out old ductwork, installing new ductwork. Go to a lot of paper mills and foundries and do the same thing with ductwork, heavy fabrication of metal, to improve their ventilation system. I love to golf, spend time with my wife and kids. But when I can get away from them, I do love to golf in the summer. I love hunting, fishing with my dad and family when I get a chance to, and heavily involved in sports. I went to college and played football. Being that I'm in a union, we have to go through an apprenticeship program to become what's called a journeyman. It's kind of like a schooling process, because you start out at the bottom, and if you see the guys when you come into the shop for the first time, the guys that are running the jobs, well, you can't just be a guy that walks in and say, hey, I want to run a job. You got to learn the process, start to learn all the different systems, what they do. Here we do HVAC, sheet metal, field installation, welding, and all those different things. So you got to kind of start at the bottom, learn the basics, and as you get better at each thing, you kind of move up through the course to become a journeyman. Yes, I would consider myself like an artist. Take a flat piece of metal and you cut it up and bend it and twist it and turn it and weld it up together, and you can make it into, any type of fixture really that you want. People perceive manufacturing too as you just go in every day and you sit on an assembly line and you think, you pluck one thing from this spot and you do the same thing, but that's not what it's all about. Manufacturing has got such a wide variety of things. I guess it's hard to understand unless you really get into it too. I learned that. I wasn't real sure of what it was when I got into it either, but now it's really broadened my horizons.